Hello. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to clean this camera here. All right. Hello. Welcome to Recharge. Gonna get a nice stretch in today. You don't need a mat. I just have mine. And Coco is here, ready. Put you outside. All right, guys. Go ahead and come into a comfortable seat. We'll go ahead and get grounded here before we start. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders back and down, and let's just start bringing our breath deep into our lungs and our gut. Nice 4 to 5 count in, hold for 2 seconds, and then release for about 5 to 6 seconds. And go ahead and inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Listening to the breath is also therapeutic. So make sure you're hearing your breath. That'll help to slow you down and just get your body ready to stretch out. And as you're breathing here, just forget about everything that's going on, all the work that you've been doing, any new information that might have caused you some stress. Just focus on how you feel right now and just tap into this moment and be present. Give me one really, really big breath in. And release it with a sigh. And one more time, really big breath in. Fill it up even more. And release with a sigh. Great job. All right, so go ahead and take it down. We're going to start on our stomachs today. Go ahead and bring that right arm out to the side. And what we're going to do is untuck our feet. And we're just going to use our left arm to push our bodies over, opening that shoulder. And you can bend those knees if it helps you to stabilize here. You can keep them straight. And if you need a little extra, you can bring that left arm behind you. So we're just going to sit in this position really fast. Nice, big, deep breath. And if you're not feeling a stretch in that shoulder and that front area, you can go ahead and take your left leg and lean it back just a little bit more to open that shoulder up. Breathe nice and deep here. And go ahead and slowly return to the starting position. Bring both arms underneath your shoulders. And we're going to stretch out that left arm. And we're going to use that right arm to push our bodies up sideways. And if you need that extra stretch because you don't feel it, you can tip up that right leg and you can bring this right arm behind you if you like. And breathe. And go ahead and come back. And we're going to take our hands into a steeple, and we're just going to press our forehead down. And if you can, bring those arms nice behind your head so that can stretch out your triceps. Think about driving those elbows forward. And go ahead and swing those arms behind you. Interlock those hands. And we're going to keep our neck neutral, so not crunching it this way. We're just keeping it nice and straight, and we're just going to push those fists towards our heels and use our breath to keep us elevated. Really trying to bring down those shoulders, pushing that chest forward. On your next inhale, try to get up a little bit taller and push a little bit farther back. And on an exhale, go ahead and release. Put your right ear to the ground and relax and just kind of let your body settle. Go ahead and bring those palms right underneath your shoulders. Push up, tuck those toes, and we're going to go straight into our inverted V. So we're going to come up on those knees if you need to, but if you can go straight into that V. Pushing through all those fingers, those knuckles, that palm, and walking out those feet. Really think about driving those hips up into the ceiling, pressing that chest towards those toes. And come back down onto all fours. Now we're going to take that right leg. We're going to turn it behind us. We're going to take that left leg, keep it in line. And we're just going to stretch our arm right over. And if you're not feeling this one, you can go ahead and reach back with that arm. Get that nice full body stretch on the side and in the front. Make sure you're continuing to breathe here, guys. And go ahead and swing it back around and come down to all fours. And we'll bring that leg right over. And we'll push right up into our inverted V. Walk those legs out. And come back down onto all fours. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to put our left leg behind us, straighten out our right leg, and stretch over to the side. And if we want a little more, we can reach back with that right arm. We can have our gaze forward, or we can be looking up towards that hand that's stretched. And swing it back down. Tuck those feet and go right back up. Go ahead and lift that right leg straight up. Try to keep those hips squared. And bring that foot right in between your hands. And we're going to drop that back leg. Untuck that foot and lean into that hip, getting a nice stretch in that hip flexor. Go ahead and push back with that right leg. Turn that left leg if you can. Sit on it. Flex those toes towards you of that right leg. And we're going to just lean forward. Trying to get our nose to our knee. Should feel this stretch along the underside of your leg, on your hamstrings and your calf. And release. And we'll take our arms, walk it back up. Make sure we have a good solid foundation with our hands. Tuck that back foot, pick it back up. Gonna bring that left arm a little bit closer to that right foot, and we're just going to turn and lift that right hand. Really push through that heel of that back leg and think about squeezing your thighs together. And come back down. And go ahead and just push that right leg back and walk out those feet. Okay, left leg high. Straight through to the hands. Dropping that back leg, untucking that foot. And we're gonna sit in that hip flexor stretch. Go ahead and drive through that left leg, coming all the way back, sitting on that right foot, flexing that left toes towards you, and folding over. Go ahead and come back up. Push through all the way forward. Get a good stance with your foot and your hands. Untuck that back foot. Push through that heel. Bring that right arm a little bit closer to that left foot and turn for that stretch, that twist. And come back down. And drive that left leg back. Pressing through those heels, really trying to get those heels on the ground. If you need to bend those knees, you can. Really think about getting that chest towards those knees. Walking out those legs. Go ahead and come down on all fours. Big toes together, knees outside your hips slightly. Sit back with your hips on your heels, and you're just going to reach those arms nice and forward, stretching out that back. Try to keep those shoulders away from your ears. Think about breathing into your low back here, into your hips, into your shoulders. Breathe deep into your belly, not just into your lungs. And if you can, use your hands to push your hips back a little bit further to sit a little bit closer on those heels. Okay, go ahead and come up. Walk those hands back. Bring those knees in nice and slowly. Go ahead and take a seat. Bring your body into a tight ball, and we're just going to squeeze. Really inhaling and exhaling really deep here. A nice compression to wake up your digestive system. Stretch out that back. Straighten those legs out. Bring your hands behind you. If you have the range of motion, you want to get your fingers pointed towards your glutes. If not, you can come up this way. Just be careful of your wrists and your elbows. And we're going to take it up, right on our heels. Drop that head. Point those toes. And come down. And come forward. You can bend your knees as much as you can, as much as you need here to get that nose to your knees. Come back up, shift those legs out. Go ahead and lay down on your side. You want to have a straight line from your head down to your knees. You can rest your head here on your arm, and you just want to take that top leg in your hand and just give a nice little tug so you can get a stretch in your quads. And you can take it down here if you'd like as well. And release that leg. So straighten that bottom leg, and we're going to bring that same leg up, and you're just going to reach as far as you can. And just let that leg hang up there. Trying to keep those toes pointed in the same direction as the head. We're not trying to turn the toes going towards the screen, but this way. And relax. And we'll do it on the other side. You guys can just roll over or switch sides. And bend those knees. And grab that foot for the quad stretch. Go ahead and release that leg. Straighten the bottom leg and bring that top leg up. Grab where you can. Make sure those toes are facing towards your head and stretch. Think about every exhale, try to get your leg a little bit closer. And release. And go ahead and get back on your stomach. And go ahead and swing those arms behind you. And if you can, walk them underneath your hips or your thighs. You want to really tuck those shoulders. And we're going to pick our legs up here using your core and your glutes. Just lift your legs a little bit. And release. Deep breath. And lift. And release. Good job. Deep breath. And lift. And release. And one more. Deep breath. And lift. And release. Nice job. Push up. Come to a comfortable seat here. And go ahead and place that right arm next to you. Elbow down, hand straight. And we're just bringing this arm overhead. And then we're just doing a nice circle down and back. Really think about stretching that arm all the way out. Feeling it in your side body. And 2 more. And come on to the other side. Elbow down, arm overhead. And nice and slow. Wherever you feel those sticky spots, you can stay and just really stretch there. It's totally fine. Just trying to open up your muscles, get some oxygen, some blood flow in there. And 2 more. And come back up. dip our neck to one side, right ear to right shoulder. And switch sides. And put your feet out, right leg over that left knee. Hug that right knee with your left elbow and twist. And go ahead and switch sides. So left leg over right knee. Hugging that left leg with that right arm and twisting. And come forward. And we'll go ahead into our butterfly stretch. Bottoms of your feet together. You can open up those feet and kind of give yourself a foot massage on the inside of those arches. Maybe our feet haven't been getting a lot of action since we're staying at home and kind of working, sitting around and stuff. Or maybe we are doing more, like walking the dogs, walking the kids, running more. Either way, your feet are important, so give them some love. If you have essential oils, you can go ahead and do a foot bath with them. So just give yourself some attention this time. Go ahead and sit up straight. Grab those ankles, use those elbows to push those knees down and lean forward. Try to keep that back straight. Breathe deep here. With every exhale, just think about melting a little bit more towards the ground. Go ahead and come back up. And this time you can go ahead and round all the way down. So round your back, tuck that chin, really just come as close to those toes as you can. And breathe deep, try to stretch out that back. If you want, you can put your hands on your knees, try to press them down, light pressing, don't force it, just whatever feels natural, just to get a good stretch. Try to sink a little deeper. Feel that stretch in your lower back. On your next inhale, come up. Go ahead and get into your comfortable seat. And we'll do 3 big breaths, nice and deep. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Make sure you empty all the air. You want all that stagnant energy and oxygen out. Another deep breath. Last one. And you're all set. Hope this recharge session helped you to relax a little bit, get some oxygen and blood flowing in those muscles, and hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. I will see you around. Have a great day.